My name is Bruce Allen. I'm an audiologist. This video is how to choose the best hearing aids for you. Firstly, why choose hearing aids? Why not put up with hearing loss? Well, hearing loss isolates. Even small amounts of hearing loss stops you doing what you want to do. Hearing loss is associated with depression. Hearing loss is associated with increased cognitive frailty. As your communication shrinks, the less you are stimulated by what you love doing. Both your mood and thought processes can be affected. This does sound slightly melodramatic, but we improve your hearing, we improve your communication, we improve your social inclusion. How many hearing aids are available to fit in Australia? There are numerous. This is one of the types. This is called a CIC hearing aid. It's completely in the canal hearing aid. And again, it's one of the many types of hearing aids that we can fit. This is the classic hearing aid. This is the behind the ear hearing aid. We've been fitting these since the 1960s. Obviously, digitization actually helps, and we can make them more cosmetically appealing these days. This is the new RIC, or receiver in the canal. Basically, the little mushroom that you can see there has a little speaker behind it, and this sits in the ear canal. There's a multitude of reasons for this high-tech wonders to be fitted. These are the styles of hearing aids. So there are over 500,000 types and variants of aids that are available. Along with these styles, there are seven different manufacturers. There is a number of different fitting or amplification formulas. There are a number of colors, there are a number of controls, there are a number of compatibility issues, and there are a number of plumbing that we can fit to the hearing aid that goes into your ear canal. So, 500,000 aids. These are the 10 C's. These are the 10 points to think of when choosing the best aid for you. The first one is cost. Cost of the aid is very important. The same hearing aid, exactly the same aid from one manufacturer, can vary in price by up to 60%. However, please keep in mind you are not just buying a hearing aid, you're actually buying a clinical service. You will need to talk to your clinician at times. There's a lot more to hearing aids than the clinician putting it on your ear and sending you out in a very noisy world. Fine-tuning the hearing aid requires time. Number 2, complete package. What you should be buying with a hearing aid is, again, ongoing clinical review appointments to fine-tune the aids. With that, it is very rare that a customized, successful fitting of hearing aids can be achieved in one appointment. Ensure that the service provider, the clinician, is local and easy to get to. This is not the be-all and end-all of choosing this provider, but it will help you in the long run. The cost of the aids should include the cost of review appointments. Warranty or repairs and maintenance should be covered, and batteries and consumables should be covered in the costs for at least 1 year. Number 3, cosmetics. You should be happy with the appearance of the hearing aids. There are many different styles and many different colours for aids. These include colours to match the skin, colours to match hair, even colours to show them off, from fire engine red to cerulean. Sometimes the smallest aids will not be the best aids for you. We again will be showing these 3 different hearing aids again. The first one is the behind the ear hearing aid. Again, the old classic. Cosmetically, they're not that appealing, but they have their place. Those with more severe hearing losses are well suited to this type. They're also very robust. They can handle a lot of misadventure. The next one is the receiver in the canal. Again, a more modern hearing aid. Again, very technically advanced, also cosmetically appealing, but they can also very often be fixed or repaired in our clinic, so they're back onto your ears almost straight away. Not so with the completely in the canal hearing aids. Whilst they're more cosmetically appealing, they are a very tight fit in the ear, they are prone to wax and water issues, and unfortunately sometimes they're more often in the manufacturer getting repaired than in your ear. Care. After a complete hearing test, you should feel comfortable to choose the hearing aids. By the way, a complete hearing test is not 15 minutes as per the shopping centre models. It is probably around about 1 hour. The clinician should listen to you and reflect back on what is important to you regarding the cosmetics and the technology to suit your needs. After fitting, there should be a review process over at least one appointment or more, with continuing fine-tuning to suit what you want to hear and to assist you with learning how to use the aids. This next video is how we tune the hearing aids. You'll see shortly there's a little tube at the very top of the hearing aid going into the ear canal and the hearing aid itself. The tube is a microphone. This is a program that looks at that microphone and can detect how the hearing aid is performing in the ear. So this is part of the fine-tuning process. So again, that's measuring the hearing aid. This itself is actually retuning the hearing aid. The lower mid-frequency sounds needed to be boosted. That's what the clinician just did then. Again, the clinician notes that the very low frequency sounds are over-amplified and attempts to drop these lower frequency sounds down. This is tuning the hearing aid to suit your hearing loss. Number 5, communications. Go to your hearing test appointment with a list of listening needs. What situations do you find that you're missing out on? This will save you a lot of frustration and a lot of money. Everybody has a different lifestyle. Everybody has different levels of hearing loss. The clinician can best tailor-make an aid to suit you. The most expensive hearing aid may not be what you require. Some clients lead a quiet life and require a simple automatic solution, such as hearing the TV clearly, a fairly economical solution. Other clients have busy lives and want to hear in business meetings, noisy restaurants, clubs, family gatherings, and thus require more complex and sometimes more expensive solutions. Customization. One size does not fit all. Correct recommendations in the review process over appointments will customize the aids to you. Sometimes we only need one review appointment and everybody is happy. Obviously, there are different levels of hearing losses, so we have to match that. There are different sized ears, and indeed, plumbing and the fit of the hearing aids is very important to have a comfortable aid. Clients have different abilities to handle the aids and associated technology. Remember, you don't have to have multiple controls for the hearing aid. If you want something that's automatic, we can give that to you. However, different additions to the hearing aids will help you. Clarity. Try the aids out in different situations that you want to hear after the fitting process and tell your clinician how you went at the review appointment. Don't just put them back in their box and hope they work. Don't just try them next time the grandkids come screaming down the hallway. Convenience and control. The aids must be easy to put in, easy to maintain, such as putting a battery in, and to turn them off. The aids must be easy to control. As we mentioned, control might be just setting the aid to automatic, which we can do, or having full control over volume, noise reduction, music settings, telephone settings, TV settings, special listening programs for venues such as cinemas and churches. Generally, the busier, noisier life you have, the more control you need. Compatibility. Some hearing aids are compatible with smartphones, TVs, handsets for telephones, and venues equipped with special broadcasts for hearing aids. These are the loops or the telecoils or T-coils. Some aids have simple, small remote controls for the client to control the aids in different situations. Some aids can be controlled using a simple to use application on a smartphone. By the way, I should mention you will also hear phone conversation a lot easier from the smartphone, Bluetooth connected to the hearing aids. Ask your clinician which aids will work best for you. Some aids will pick up broadcasts of communication in venues such as hearing in cinemas, railway stations, airports, lecture halls, over the telecoil loop. If you see this symbol, there is a broadcasting system that will broadcast into certain hearing aids, those with a telecoil. Generally, the greater your hearing loss, the more this function will help you. Indeed, a lot of venues have really terrible acoustics as well. They're echoic, distorted, and indeed this system will actually help you hear a lot clearer. You'll need to choose these types of aids with your clinician if you frequent these venues. Watch for this symbol at these venues. This is a small remote control for hearing aids. You can turn the hearing aids down, you can turn the hearing aids back up. This is particularly useful for those people with arthritis. This is one of the smartphone applications. It's controlling the aid volume from the smartphone. This is turning both hearing aids up in louder. This is turning the right side up. And again, this is turning the left side up or down. This next slide is again another smartphone application from a different manufacturer. You'll see that the client is controlling the volume controller of the left hearing aid, such as trying to hear a driver next to them if they're the passenger. This next part is noise reduction. The client will hear better in front. The client will hear all around. This is not noise reduction. This is hearing absolutely everything. Here, the client wants to hear behind them, such as hearing passengers in the back seat of a car. This is all possible. Finally, the cost of the aid should include a complete package and should include cosmetics and care by the clinician. The more the clinician knows about your communications, the easier it is to customize for clarity in those situations. The aid should be convenient, easy to use, easy to control, and be compatible with your needs. And finally, the 11th C. Your checklist, copy it down. Cost, complete package, cosmetics, care, communication, customization, clarity, convenience, control, and compatibility. See ya.